Hey, this is Tuhin here and welcome to my online tutorial for watercolor. Today basically I'm going to be experimenting with two different techniques which you can use to do a painting, and I'm going to try painting a bunch of flowers with two different techniques here. I'm using a 300 GSM watercolor paper and round and flat tip brushes, and for the watercolor tubes I'm using artist watercolor as before. So the first technique that I'm going to talk here about is called wash technique, which I have been using for the previous paintings of mine. So in this one we choose different tones of colors and put them into different layers. So I'm going to start off with a base wash of the colors of the flowers, and then I'm going to add another layer with the greenery on top of it. So in this type of painting technique you kind of get very clear edges and you can keep adding shadows on top of them. So firstly I'm going to start by wetting the sheet first with a flat brush and plain water. And I'm gonna keep adding drops of Gambo's hue in the places where I want the flowers. And I'm gonna keep adding different tones and shades to it. So as you can see, I'm just dropping the color onto the sheet and not brushing them to mix properly. You should always avoid brushing the sheet too much because it takes away the texture of the paper. So the colors have flowed freely across the page and I can let it dry for a bit now. So now the base wash is dry and I can start adding the shadows on top of it. So I'm starting with the center of the flower and the darker colors, and I'm rinsing it with plain water while going towards the edge. So here you're kind of getting the definite edges of the next layer. So I'll do the same thing for all the flowers here. Now I'm taking a mix of sap green and Prussian blue, a darker mix, and now I'll start adding this hue to bring out the boundary of the flower. So as I move ahead, I'll keep mixing and rinsing it with plain water so that the hard edges don't get dry. So as you see, I'm using diluted hues of colors so that they mix properly, rinsing the edges with plain water to fade it away a bit. And I'm just painting around the boundary of the flowers and bringing out the shape of it. I'll keep adding different tones and shades so that it doesn't look too monochromatic. And I'll add the darker colors towards the center of the flower to give it some depth. And that's where I'm gonna leave the painting and let it dry. So I've got a very clear edges of the flowers here and the highlights on top of it. Have the greenery painted around it. So the second technique is what I refer to as wet on semi-wet technique. So here I'm gonna start off with wetting the sheet with plain water with a flat brush as before. So once it is properly wet, I'll start adding the hues of sap green and Prussian blue. As you see, I'm just dropping off the colors and they're spreading evenly around the sheet, I'm not brushing the sheet at all to mix the colors. So this is the advantage of having wet your sheet first, because the color flows on its own. And I'll rinse off the excess water on the bottom part. Now as you see, the flow of water has given me a good texture. You have to remember that in this technique you can't let the painting dry out completely. So you have to keep adding all the shades that you want to add while the sheet is wet. This technique is much more random because you don't really know the outcome of what the spread of the colors will be. So now I see that I've gotten these white areas in between the green hues. So what I'm gonna do here is a little tricky part. You let the paper dry out for exactly 1 to 2 minutes so that it gets in a state of semi-wet. So now is the exact time when I want to add extra colors on top of it, and you can see that I've gotten a nice texture. Now all the colors on my page are half dry. So I'm gonna start adding the colors of the flowers now. And I've taken a very diluted hue of gamboge, which means I have kept the water ratio much higher, dropping the color on the white areas here. Now as soon as I do this, you'll notice that I am getting this kind of nice texture where the excess water is trying to mix with the dry bit. So I'm gonna use this exact texture for showing the flowers actually. So I'm leaving some of the part whitish and I'm adding the drops elsewhere. Now adding the darker colors for the center of the flower when they are wet. So it'll get a nice faded mix in between the flowers itself. So while the page is wet now, I am taking a dry brush and doing the very fine details. Like I'm making the strokes look like the stems of the flowers. I'm doing this because I don't want to add any more detail when this picture dries out. So I'm adding a little darker hue of sap green here. And if you notice, I'm not brushing the sheet at all, I'm just dropping off the colors. So now you'll notice that all the excess water that I had put for the flowers is giving me this kind of a nice boundary. So I'm going to leave it like that and let it dry for a bit. And our painting is dry, and you can see this nice texture that I've used to depict the flowers, and I have not added any further colors to kind of give the boundary or anything. So this second technique gives us really kind of faded wash and a nice texture to the whole painting. You can try it out for yourself and see which medium kind of gives you a better finish or the kind of a painting that you're looking at. So I hope you have learned a few more tricks about doing watercolor and how to use it for your convenience. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button on my channel and stay tuned for more of my classes.